But these are 6 stripers. And you know, you count the stripes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey everybody, welcome back to Florida Exotic. We're out here having kind of a work day today. We had really super cold weather the last 4 or 5 days, but it's warmed up and we're going to move these fish here. These are going to be Burundi 6-stripe wild Frontosa. What I'm going to do is I'm going to yank some of the males out, move them inside, and I'm going to move all the females over to a big white tub. These are going out next week, but the reason I'm moving them today is because we need some space. And they're tying up 3 tanks. I'm going to move the big guys in the warehouse, and I'm going to move the little guys, which are the females. I'm going to move them over to a big white tub. But you can take a look at these guys. These guys are huge. Some of these males are monsters. I don't even know how I'm going to pack them. Look at this guy. Now, Glenn, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to leave the males in here for now, and we'll come back and get them to move them in. And then I'm going to move the females. Whoops, sorry. But these are 6 stripers. And, you know, you count the stripes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a nice big female. Rigo, I think we're going to take these 4 per bucket. We're going to put a top on them, because I don't want them to flip. And they're right, the water over there is same temperature, so you can just dump them and come back and get more. Okay, there's 4 there. Got one more
3.
in there? 3? Gosh, these females are really nice. 4. Okay, that'll be 4. Let me have one more bucket. 1. Do I have to count in Spanish? Dos. Tres. There you go. So that should leave, let me look. Oh, there's one more female. Hold on. I'll pull this bucket out of the way so I can get it behind the pipe. I think, nope, let's see, there's 1 male there. Oh, there's a female right there. Okay, here's the 4th female in there. So there were 8 females in there. Yikes. All right, there you go. Very good. Last white tub. So we've got 2 more tanks to do, and then we're going to clean these tanks up for later. Okay, here we are at tank number 2. We got 3 of these. And again, I'm probably going to pull the males out and leave them here. These males are not as big, but they're still nice. And move them over. So this is a big male here. As you can see, it's not as big as that one, but this one, you know, might be a better breeder if you want to know the truth, because it's not so big. But we're going to take those in the warehouse and let them hang out till we ship. Alrighty now. Let's see what we got here. Big old female. 1. The reason I'm looking at them, one was holding the other day. I'll see if she's still holding. I guess it's probably a male, but that's a female. 3. 4. Okay, and now I'll go back there. Whoa. 1. There's nothing in there, is there?
Nope.
2. Whoa. 3. Okay, those can go
So
over.
how many males did you put in the tank, in the vault? 1?
I think I put
Or 2?
I'm gonna put 2
There's,
back here.
there's 4 in this bucket. There's 3 in the next
Well, I don't
bucket.
remember how many were in these tanks originally. I know there's probably 17 of them. Okay, there's only 2 males left in here, so those can go. Here we are at number 3. So, get these guys, and what we're cleaning these up for is we've got a tank we're gonna bring in some fish over the weekend. We wanted to do it last week, but I mean this week actually, but couldn't do it because of the cold. I mean it was down to I think 52 one morning here, which is for us is stay away from the fish. Plus it was windy. So did I leave anybody behind?
Nope. Looks good.
So here's a nice male here.
Oh, I like the color on this dorsal fin.
Yep.
Blue iridescent.
Yeah, nice finish on him. And you know, these are going somewhere to be breeders. Sometimes these breeders, you know, you work them, they get a little bit roughed up, but it doesn't affect anything. I mean, you know, you don't take, by keeping them around. These things will, somebody told me once that these things will, they have a long life expectancy. So you can breed these things 5 or 6 years. These are relatively young front breeders. So these guys are going to be going for a while, especially a young female like that. Ow. But you know, when you go to grab them, they stick their dorsal fin into your hand. It's not very comfortable. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3. Was there 3 in there and 3 in here?
Yep.
6. Okay. So we just finished moving the Frontosas, and what we're trying to do, if you notice, all these tanks that have like a red tag on them, and you'll also notice them over here somewhere, they're over there. What we're doing is we're trying to clear off what we like to do when we move fish around from any one place to another. We like to have all in a row. So we're trying to do out 17 of these tanks. We got 8 available over there, and then we have 9 over here. So we're going to be moving a few more fish off this row. These are young breeder Du Boises. Really nice. And I'm going to just I'm not going to fling them, but I'm just going to move them over. But here you go. These guys are, you know, they've lost their spots. When they're really small, they're spotted, and they're, you know, they're actually, to me, they are easier to sell when they're spotted young.
Yeah, everybody wants that.
Yeah.
Put them in a tank with a black light. And they get the.
But as they grow up, they get the distinctive
yellow band
on these. So these are going to go right here. So when I move these, I'm just going to take them here, move them, and I'll take this tag off and put it on that tank. So that way, what's going to happen is before we move any fish onto these 2 rows, someone's going to come along with a scraper and scrape the sides, bottom, drain it, and get it. It'll be perfectly clean for when we do the next fish that are coming in here. And we're going to cover what we're going to put in here. It's going to be pretty cool. Now, these are Maleros, and they can go right, Glenn, let's put them right there.
Yep.
And these are kind of a purple Tropheus. These stay from the get-go as young. Did I get everybody?
Yep.
I say everybody like these are people. But these come out the color I'm going to show you. And one thing about Tropheus, the more you aggravate them, and I don't mean doing it on purpose, but the brighter the color gets on them. So, like, for example, those are beautiful, but Malero, Tropheus Malero. So we're gonna move those over here. Put them right here. We're gonna make sure there's a nice screen on the tank. Yank the clip. And then this is empty too, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna move the next type, and these are Kilesas. This is to me, this is a yellow band type fish. It comes from the area of Kilesa and Tropheus. And again, small fish are going to have the yellow bar on them. And then as they grow, it's going to get more brighter and brighter. But right now, some people would say this is Kaiser 2, whatever. All kinds of different names. People name them, call them. Again, very pretty. So did I get them all?
Yep.
Alrighty. Got a red tag on it, so Joel will know to scrape it. Now, I think we have one more. Is that an empty tank right there, Glenn?
Nope.
Is the first, is the tank?
Number 2 is empty, yes.
Okay. This is the last tank on this row we're going to move. And these are Bemba. And they're really Bemba orange, people call them. Another Tropheus. These are all these trophies we've been showing you are F1s. One generation off wild. And these will be great breeders. Uh-oh. Do you see what's in here? I need a bucket, a small bucket. There's a big, looks like a tiger hap in here. And the tiger haps were next door a minute ago. I bet you when I was putting them in the bucket, it jumped. And it's not, it hadn't done any damage. I missed two, look at that. This is the big tiger hap. Hap fenestratus.
You know, people are going to start giving us crap about mixing fish.
Nope, this fish has probably been in here 20 minutes because we moved those two tanks. So it hasn't been here long. So I'm going to move these guys. These are Bemba orange. Nice orange band on them. And they also, even the small guys, starting their color, those small guys, but they have color, very nice. And they maintain that color. I missed a couple of them. But anyway, we're getting this row ready, and then what we'll do probably next week is show you what we put in here. So here I'm moving these, and that's it for now, and then we're going to do something else. Here we are in the warehouse, and we're going to put these two, the biggest fronts, and two of these 22s. Now what I'm doing is making sure this pipe is really well pushed in there. Then I'm going to try to pick these bad boys up without dropping them and stick them in here. Now, then I'm going to cover it. And Glenn, I think I should put, how about getting me a couple little pipes in there? Should I put a little pipe in there just so it'll have a little hidey hole?
Yeah, some sort of a structure. I'll bring it back.
Okay, so anyway, that's going there. And then what we're going to do is I am going to put a bucket with water in it right here. I'm going to get another screen and put it on the other fish. The smaller front males, they can go in a 10-gallon, but everybody's going to be covered. So let me pull this down here again. Tam, could you bring me three small buckets? No. Just hand them to me. Here's the second big boy. These were obviously the dominant breeders of those guys. Okay, just let it go. So I'm just flip them and put them in here. Now, I shoved the pipe down really hard because I didn't want these guys to knock it out. So I'm going to put this in here, remove this for a minute. We do this for all of our big fish. And sometimes we'll actually, oftentimes if we run out of room, we use these as dividers. But we still put a bucket on top. So I'm going to put it in my screen. Did I hand it to you? Yep, here you go. So we're going to put this screen here and put this on top. I don't like that there. Put this on top so they can't knock the, I don't want them to knock the screen off. And put a little water in here. And they're kind of, you know, they'll freak out a little bit for a while, but they'll be okay. So one of the things we talked about last week was setting up that tub within a tub. And we did that so we could move all of these fish out to it, feed them heavy brine shrimp for several weeks, and then we're going to dump the tub. We were going to move them earlier in the week, but like I said, we don't touch fish when it's cold. I mean, they're warm in here. Outside on a really cold day, it might go down to, the tank water might go down a little bit in temperature. So we just leave them alone and then just wait for it to warm up. So we're going to move these guys and we'll show you taking them out there. And we don't, this is going to be about 6 varieties of fish, all small. Again, what we always suffer from here on the farm is no space. Glenn, you know I could use a baby net. Joel! I just saw Joel. Can you get me a baby net, please? So I'm going to move out. These are some, by baby net, I'm talking about it's pure mesh size. Some of these guys are pretty small. Got one? Great. You can hang around for a minute and help us move some buckets out. We're going to go to that black tub we set up last week. Yeah. We're going to go, that's where these are going to go. But anyway, you can see this net, called a baby net, nothing can go through it. So we'll go down here. These are daffodils. Now all these guys, there's a lot of fish. We're going to be pumping the food to them. And they're going to only stay in these buckets. They're going to be in these buckets for maybe 4 or 5 minutes. That's it. That's done. Because we're going to need them in a while. Later this afternoon. A little more jafts, a little bit smaller. They're going to be fine for the amount of water out there. And they're not going to bother each other because we're going to have them so much food that they'll probably be fed 2 or 3 times a day. Now these are not going out, they're too big. This is going out, this is the last one. Again, there's probably 5 types of fish out here. There's gombi, transcriptus, capilli regani, daffodil. I think there's a few calyptra in here. All of them are going to be very easy to tell apart when they're ready to sell. They're not going to be ready to sell until they're 1.5 inches, 1 3/4. And then we'll go through them and probably separate them by species. But I do have plenty of people, customers, who want just an assortment of something. Assortment of Julies, assortment of Tropheus, assortment of Limbunas. We don't care. So anyway, got a couple more. So let's take them. Joe, you want to grab those two? Let me put these last two. If I missed anybody in here, Joe, when you're cleaning this out, you know where to take them. But these other guys are not going, so leave them alone. I don't know if I got him. That's good. Just go. I'm going to grab some brine shrimp laying up front. Put the tank when we're out there. They were right behind you. So you can head on. I'm going to take some brine shrimp out to dump in the tank so they got some food right away. Here we go. So here we go, the tank's ready to go, all cleaned out. So we're gonna take these guys, and temperature's fine. Turn this water off for a minute, and I'm gonna slowly let them out. Just kind of dip them back and forth, and then let them, for a while, if you come out here, they'll be swimming in a circle around this tank till they get ready to call it home. Let them all out. And I think, Glenn, you know, be smart. Let's just throw a couple little pipes in here. Okay, let me have that bucket. There you go. This is going to be the other batch. Most of these are Julie's. Now, the thing of it is, if these fish flow over into the big tank, it doesn't matter. It won't matter to us because we'll be feeding both areas, and both areas are screened properly, and they'll be fine. Now I'm going to put this.
So for those of you that didn't see the first part, what Rick's talking about is if they go over, you'll actually notice that this black tank is inside a tank. So there's water in this and water in this.
Yep.
So if for any reason the fish get through these little bitty holes on the drain and go into here, they'll be just fine.
And we will throw food in there. And the thing of it is, the reason we're doing this is because we want to even though this is almost as big as the other tank, we want to concentrate the food to these guys for a while. And it's almost always happens when you we call it stepping them up. You take fish that are a certain size and all of a sudden you throw them into bigger water. They have like a, I don't know what you call it. They like just boom. They have a size growth pattern that's quick. So we don't mind doing this, and I'm gonna clean that screen out here. I think it's got a little bit of stuff in it. And like I said, we don't care if they go out. I don't think they will, because most of these are bottom dwellers, and they're going to stay down.
Rick, while we're over here, why don't we walk down and take a look where we moved those other Frontosas?
Yes.
Where we go.
And Joel, why don't you see if you can find me 3 or 4 pipes? Yeah, and we're going to pop them in there so they have places to hang out. You know what I got? Well, never mind. Yeah. These are the females. And we're gonna, that's enough water. And we're gonna leave these in here. And about 5 days before we're gonna ship them, we're gonna start draining them every day, no more food. These guys hold up food, something crazy. And they do not need this screen on them. Not this screen, but I wanna feel that pipe too. This is a baby screen. We put this screen, if there were babies in here, we put this screen over this screen. But these guys don't need a screen at all. I mean, nobody's going out of there. But I just want to make sure it's as tight as it can be. I think that's good. All right, so all we need to do is put a couple pipes down there so the fish can have somewhere to hang out, and that's great. Well, this is one last thing we're going to try to take care of before we head for the weekend. These are the Kilesa. We've showed you these before, but they are breeding. The males are just fired up. This is one of the coolest fish. Look at that one over there, Glenn. It's right there. I mean, they just sit there and they dig. You see, they're digging holes, but and all the other fish that run around picking up sand, they love it. But there's probably, I think there's 5 or 6 females in there. Now, this is the first time we've checked them since they've been in the 75, so this is going to be a learning experience for them. What I think I'm going to do is try to drop the water this height. At this time, we don't have a net that's wide enough, I don't think. So we're going to try to double net them because I want to catch them all out of there. I'm going to be up on a ladder, which scares me. Then I'll hand it to Glenn. He'll put it down there, and then I'll get down and we'll pop them. And these are jumping fools. I mean, they go ballistic. So anyway, we're going to get up there and do that. Now that we have the water drained down, and we happen to have this old net on the farm, which is really cool. It fits here pretty. I'm going to try to catch all these fish at once. I'm going to hand them down, and then they're going to put them in that tray down there. And then I'm going to get off the ladder, and I'm terrified up here because I'm afraid of heights. I don't know how I hunted for so many years. I was scared. Now, chances are some of these dudes are going to spit. Oh, on the way down, I got to get that. Start all over again because one of them jumped out right there. And then these are crazy fish. Crazy
Jumpers, crazy jumpers.
Crazy jumpers. Okay, now I got them. And I can see the ones that are holding. So I'm bringing them down. I don't need that, Glenn. I'm just going to go real fast. Here you go. Put them in the net. Oh, one of them jumped. One of them hit right here, Glenn. See it? Right there, little guy. All right, now they're probably spitting right now. Where do you think you're going? You're sneaking out of here. Come over here.
Leaving. There she goes. Bye, Tim.
Tim, I need the big bucket. So, here you go. Now, these are really delicate. Delicate little guys. I don't really need you, babe. I'm just trying to give you a hard time because you hate it. Look at that. Yay. Tim, look, little babies. Oh! This is crazy.
Reach up to the top of the tank. You got your nets up there.
Okay. Good. This is the first. These are the first Kilesa I have had in so many years, and I used to be the absolute king of Kilesas. These are really delicate, so I gotta be. This is not like handling some big old hap or something. This is perfect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'm amazed.
There's over 20.
Yep, and now we're feeding these guys twice a day, and we're feeding them straight. We're feeding them 1.5, right?
Yep.
Stream 1.5, and that's a little bit bigger, but I'll sort these out later. Whoa. And every now and then, it's just as a fun time for them, because I like to watch them do it. We feed worms, live worms. We get them every couple of weeks. These guys do not like to open up, but I'm going to make it. So, oops, squished a little one. They're really hard. Because I just can't.
Well, their mouths are small, your fingers are big, and
yada
yada.
So, come on, let's go. What I'm trying to do is, in a way, is I've got to hold this fish so that I can shake it. I'm gonna try something else. I used to have to do it like this, so I'll try it. Yeah, there you go. I used to have to do it this way for some fish that are like this. These guys are ready to go on brine shrimp. These babies. Come on, nutheads. Here's male. And they lose their color real fast. They don't hold it because they're freaked out. These are just males I'm pulling out of here. And then as I get a female, I'll take a look. Oh. Gosh, this is great. Nothing. But they've only been here, I think, what you saw, I'll set these up. They've only been in here for less than a month, Clem, right?
Almost a month, yep.
So that's pretty good. I'm going to take, because of Tony's system, if I even get eggs, I'm taking them. But I still believe, and I've said it before, that there are too many males in here. I want to put a little salt in here when we finish for their slime coat. Empty. So salt's good because if you put a little salt in with a freshwater fish, it forces them, their slime system kind of gets fired up, and they make more slime. Opposites affect saltwater fish. Put a little, if you make them a little other way, fish goes, what's going on here? And of course, I know some of you people have heard when you fish get ick, you can just throw them in a real saltwater, almost pure saltwater. You leave them in there until, oh, there's babies in the bucket. So I must have missed somebody. Okay, where's somebody for me to holler at? There's no one here. I don't know how I'm gonna get those. Oh, baby's out of the bucket without pausing. Because I want to get
Well,
them.
when you're done with that, then just walk into the hatchery there and grab one of the...
Do we have a squirter in there?
No.
Because I need a squirter. And of course, there's no one around, and Tama ran off like she does. You know, but one of these days we ought to like ghost her. Was it what's called ghosting? You know, just sneak around and follow her around, and if she looks up, just real quick, just look the other way, and like we don't know what's going on.
I think
She'll
that's
catch
called
us immediately.
stalking, Barrow.
Oh, stalking.
Yeah, not a good thing.
No stalking. Okay, now the only thing we can do.
Just turn that net upside down, and this other one, it'll drop out.
You know, no, they're in the bucket.
Yeah,
They're in this bucket.
Oh, I thought because there's babies in this net as well.
Somebody spit, and I missed it, and then they're still spitting in the bucket. Those little baby guy. What are you doing in here? All right, I can either not worry about those guys in that bucket and let them go into the tank, and we'll throw a brine shrimp in there.
How many are down there? 3.
10. Leave them alone. I don't want to run over the hatchery and get the squirter.
All right.
Which when I say squirter, I'm talking turkey baster.
It's a turkey baster. All right. So that's it for today, guys.
Let me say something. If we go do
Yes.
that, we could freak these fish out. So why don't we just dump them out there?
Yeah, we're done. Say goodbye.
Hey, everybody, bye.
Subscribe, like, comment, share.
Yep.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yep,
See you next time.
See ya.